Yo, what's good, guys? What's good? Checking in. What pairs do you go? I go over every single currency, major and minor. So everything you see on the right side of my screen right here, bro, that's what I'm gonna go over. Yo. Already got 20 people in here. That's pretty nice. As you guys know, we ended off last week with an absolute bang. Called about, I believe, 28 RR in the new signal room, which the new waitlist is open right now. So how's everyone doing? Just giving this a couple minutes for everyone to get settled in, everyone to join, and then we'll get started. Yeah, I do love Atletico, bro. I just flew to San Francisco to see them yesterday. I just flew back in this morning so I could do this with you guys. What do you guys think of the new camera? I got like a whole new webcam, a whole new setup, lighting, everything. Do I trade London session ever? Live ever? Yeah, I did a couple times this week, bro. And yeah, guys, I just put the link to the new signal room. James and I did combine one signal room, so if anyone wants to check that out, it's gonna be $200 a month. But if you guys join the waitlist now, because we're just launching it, you'll be locked in on 150. So as long as you're in there, it'll be 150 a month. You save $50 a month. That's pretty big, you know. It's a pretty big discount. 25% off. Hello from Greece. Yo, I want everyone to put hello from and then where they are. I see Greece. I see Colombia. We are going to be giving away a challenge. All you guys have to do is like this video. And make sure you subscribe to Fortunes Funding. And yeah, we're going to get started very, very, very shortly. Let's just do this. Create ourselves a new layout here so everything is nice and fresh. Ali, I'm gonna join the waitlist. Got a $700 account and just gonna use your signals. Let's see. Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, you saw 100% gainers like on my own. I do risk a little more than 1% on my own account, but yeah. Hello from LA. All right, bro. That's dope. I'm from LA. Lebanon, Algeria, Botswana, Morocco. That's fire. Houston, Texas, Sarasota, Detroit. Russian living in Tennessee. That's fire, guys. That's fire. Let's make sure we run up these likes on this video. And yeah, I think we're ready to get started, to be honest. So here we have USDJPY. As you guys can see, we're starting to trend upwards after we had this big break of structure to the left. You guys can see we did have this very nice break of structure. Now what I'd like to see on the daily is price retrace to this daily order block over here. You can see the hourly is kind of creating like some lower legs, some lower legs. So once the hourly starts giving us some bullish momentum, I wouldn't even mind buying, like scalping up to this area here. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want to see in terms of that. Here we have USDCHF. or here, let's backtrack real quick. Let's go back to USDJPY. All right, so what I really want to see is something break into this area here on the daily onto a refined order block. At that point, give us something like this, break structure on that refined order block, and then we can call sells all the way down to take this short. I know that I was looking at Euro odd last week for sells. It is still kind of in my seller zone. I do believe that it will hold this area here. So just very quickly before, you know, I miss out on something, I kind of want to take a look here. So I remember I was really enticed by this minute 4 order block resting right here. And I wanted to see price essentially close into it and give me a clean break of structure and tap me in. So you can see price does close into it here. It's like towards the end of last week. It was finally in that area after it swept this, which I did like. Broke structure towards the downside. I mean, all this I think is still valid to be in. I just didn't want to use too big of a stop loss. That's the only reason why I didn't hop in. But yeah, you can see we kind of swept that. And then we broke structure again towards the downside. So, I mean, this honestly isn't a bad entry for a swing. One thing, though, is I do believe that the Euro economy is bullish. And this daily has to create a top wick. You can see there was still a lot of new money introduced on Friday to rest into this area. So I would kind of like to see some more structure play out. But yeah, that's pretty much my outlook on Euro AUD. I don't usually go out of order, but I did remember that this was one that I really liked where it was. But I wouldn't mind taking like a light risk sell on this. Take that to down here. Or even, you know, to down here really. Because even though it would be a 25 pip stop loss, like the upside would be very nice. Am I out of focus on the camera? Because I do have it set to manual focus. So just let me know, guys. I mean, it's a new setup. I want to make sure that we get everything in tune. So just let me know what you guys see. All right. So let's go back USD starting out here on the daily. You guys can see there isn't really any structure that I would really trade off on the daily here. If you look at the hour, I mean, it looks like last week our news, you know, kind of sold off, gave us a bit more of a bearish dollar. You can see this is when NFP dropped. That was a really nice catalyst. I did like to see to the downside. You can see price on the hour broke structure there, tapped into the OB, continued its structure towards the downside, and then essentially taps into that order block again. This right here on the hour just gives honestly a wick straight into it. So what I would like to see really is this get taken out. This level here, I think we should take out. So if I can find some structure down here to take buys, I would really like that. And even if you guys just look on the 1 minute, it looks like the news sold off, found some equilibrium here, started trading, found its equilibrium, pushed higher, created a new equilibrium. And I think that we're honestly going to keep pushing higher on here. Somebody asked if I can look at UJ and GJ. Yeah, bro, of course. I'm literally going to look at every single currency major and minor that you can think. Like, all of these are going to be going over. It's just I usually go in order in the way they're on my screen. So yeah, so I would like to see price essentially pull back into there. So even if we did take something kind of like this, which I wouldn't take, but let's just say I did, it's about almost a 1 to 2. I'm sure I could find a better way to refine it. So, you know, I think structure will end up giving us something nice on this pair to take towards the upside. Here we have USD CAD, which you guys know we were going short on last week. But it just looks like, honestly, hey, we have a lot of new money being introduced into it. If we are going to buy, I still see, I don't think that this will really hold, but it's an area that I would look at. but I could definitely see us coming all the way up to like the order block resting up here. And I wouldn't really want to take a swing unless it's off of this level here. Everything else would have to be scalps towards more, you know, into like New York session probably for this one, or London, just depending on what our setup will do. Here's GU. You guys can see GU essentially sniped this order block on the daily. Let's see if we look at the 4 hour how it looks. Oh, it also touches on the 4 hour, which was pretty nice. It broke structure. The hour 4. Let's see if it touched on the hour 1. Which, no, I don't believe it did. So because the hour 1 is resting down here. Yeah, so it didn't touch on the hour 1. If you look at the hour 4, it touched on the hour 4. Then it broke structure right here. And what I would like to see is either we get a refined entry in here, or what I do think is going to happen, that's more likely to happen, is we're going to sweep this. So we're either going to get something like this and go up, or we're going to sweep that, come down into here, break structure, and then go up. Those are the two scenarios that I would like to see for the buys. And yeah, I think that those two could play out very, very, very nicely. But besides that, I wouldn't really try to take buys from anywhere else, unless I'm like just in a heavy scalp. You guys can even see we had this liquidity resting right here. Gets taken out pretty nicely. So price could want to trend towards the upside now. Here we have GJ. I mean, GJ ripped up. As you guys know, I was waiting on this order block for GJ. Let's see exactly which time frame it played off of. This is the hour 4. So yeah, so it looks like GJ played off of the hour 4 order block resting up there, which I think was a really good area for swings. So I'm going to go ahead and mark up this area here. I guess Euro odd is making its way back up. I'm just really curious to see if it's going to hold this zone or not, and how it's like overall going to react. I do think that it's going to be a pretty nice sell on Euro odd. That reminds me, let me get my funded account set up for the week. As you guys know, Fortunes Funding is the best prop firm out there. I'm going to be doing a Fortunes Funding challenge again this week, looking to pass it with everyone in my VIP. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys check that out. Once again, it's in the pinned messages. Everything this week, there's like an early bird discount type thing we've got going on. The signal room will be $200, but this week it will be only $100. Only $150. Jeez, I'm all over the place. Think markets. Let me get onto my account real quick. I mean, I'd like to see this play out towards like in like an hour and a half. Like if I have good confirmations, then I could look to take it then. I feel like we're still gonna be pretty out of it for now. But yeah, so let's get back to GJ, right? So GJ, I was talking about how we did play off of this hour 4 order block resting up here, which was really nice. Price did close in there, which I like to see, and then now it's broken structure towards the downside on the hour 4 as of right then and there. So I would like to see sells from this area here. Like to see sells if we pull back up into there. Give me some sort of lower time frame confirmation. As you guys know, once again, this is my setup. Boom, break structure, boom, take it down. Same pattern every single time. What's good? What's good, guys? Here we have GA. Looking at the daily. Honestly, looks very bullish. like extremely bullish. I mean, yeah, I know it broke above there beautifully. This is kind of like, I don't see any sells, and I don't really want to ride the buys on this one. I just don't trade breakouts like that. I'd honestly put that one like in the red flag. I don't think I'd be looking to scalp that one this week either. GBP CHF has just been like one of the choppiest things. Like, look, this is on the daily. Like, I mean, I'd anticipate we're gonna buy. Look how strong this level is holding. Like, I feel like there's a reason why the banks have set like a floor over there. It like is like what it looks like to me. So I'd anticipate that that level is gonna hold, but it's not really the type of structure I would like to take. Here we have GBP CAD. As you can see here, price is kind of like making its way down on the daily. Doesn't really clear any structure. If we look at the 4 hour, it does kind of create this hour 4 break, and now it's like retesting these areas here, which is nice, but it's not necessarily my ideal setup. It's not something I'm looking to take right now. If we look at GN, extremely choppy. I'm staying away from this one. I cannot lie. Euro USD, we caught some nasty scalps on Euro USD this week. I do think that it is bullish. Honestly, I do think that. I had a very bullish outlook on Euro USD this week. I feel like we had to push out of this area, but market is kind of reacting up here. I wouldn't be surprised if we did come down to here to react, but also just follow like kind of like this. Price did break out. If we look at the hour 1, look at this catalyst that was brought into the market. I'm assuming we're going to continue and not really trade back into this range. We did try to find like some equilibrium last week in the markets, and that was found. Obviously, price had slowed down here, created this little stutter step, broke structure above, and you can see price kind of found its equilibrium in that order block. So I want to see if we're going to hold this area, and if we do hold this area, I will take scalps back up to here. So like this is a very big news push. So if we trade under this, I'm expecting this to be corrected. But if we hold this area and you give me another confirmation, I think we're going to come retest this leg up here. That's just what I'm seeing for that. Do I usually trade with a prop account? Yeah, I trade with props and personals, bro. But I've just gotten a fresh 200K challenge to do with you guys live. Here we have a break in structure on the daily. Price pulls back up, kind of wicks above it, which invalidates that, but then breaks structure again. So we look fantastic in this area here. And then let's see which order block this necessarily plays off of. I'm going to go ahead and guess it was the hour. I don't think it's going to go on a lower time frame than that. Yeah, because the minute 30 is still resting all the way up here. So since the minute 30 is way up there, I know that it's going to be played off of the hour OB. And so now we got to follow the flow of the hour OB. So price here kind of held, finally closed in there, broke structure. This would be the order block that we were looking for, which does honestly just get tapped into. And then you have this. So we're going to be looking into this area here. What I would like to see is this area get swept. So something like this. Sweep that one. Come into this one. Break structure. And I take these cells down. I think that would be a really nice setup. Whenever it just wicks into here, I like to see it, sweep it. So that's something I'm looking out for this week. Here we have the daily on Euro GBP. Create a nice close under here and a nice break above, and then even just a nice retest into this daily OB. So that's something I really like to see right there. Now if we look at the 1 hour, it's not touching on the 1 hour OB. Let's look at the 4 hour. It's not touching on the 4 hour OB either. So at this point, I just want to wait for more structure. I want to see if we're going to break above this on the daily, or if we're going to come down here, sweep that daily low, and give us something nice. Here you guys can see, I mean, obviously I just talked about this level. I do think that Euro odd is going to sell. I do think so. But the thing is, I'm pretty bullish on the Euro, and that's why I don't want to do it. And if you look up the odd interest rates are 4.10%. Euro interest rates are 3.75. So technically, smarter money does want to be short on Euro odd, I'd say. Like, it does make sense. Like, you do get your best buck for value that way, but I need a couple more things to align before I can take that. Here is Euro NZD. As you guys can see, I mean, we had this gigantic push on the daily into here. So, like, broke above here. Well, I mean, I'd be very surprised if it holds this level, but if it gives me my type of confirmation in this trade, I don't see why I wouldn't take it. So let's just mark this up the way I normally would. It's just a lot of new money was introduced into that level. So that's like one thing that I don't necessarily like to trade into, is like when I'm in my order block and I can see just like a gigantic engulfing candle entering it. It's like, to me, it's like, yo, there's a lot of new money being introduced there. So like, if this is supposed to go short, why is there new money being put in? That's the way I think of it. So on the minute 4, I guess I just want to see a break of structure towards the downside. Should be like a solid close under these wicks. And I'd be looking to swing this, honestly. So Euro NZD and Euro odd, I kind of have like a more bearish bias on. I want to see them sell off, but I still think that the Euro is pretty bullish. So we'll see. Here we have a nice break under here, and it's not, NZD CHF has been extremely bearish. Like, I wanted the buys. I remember we got stopped out like somewhere here. We took these buys up all the way up here, and then it just kept melting after that. So it looks like this is just gonna go bearish, bro. Like, let's look at NZD USD. If we're talking about the daily, a break doesn't necessarily touch this OB off of, wait, yes it does. Okay, so this would be, so I think this is in a very nice area here. Let's see which time frame it's touching on to be very precise. Try to get our best results here. See if we're touching on a lower time frame as well. So it doesn't look like we're touching on anything lower. As of right now, I'd be focused on the hour 4. Just check the minute 15 real quick. So as of right now, yeah, I'd be focused on the hour 4. I think that the hour 4 is our lowest order block for this one. Honestly, the hour 1 candle does look a lot cleaner if we're talking in terms of an order block. So I am going to focus on the hour 1. Let me scratch that out. But what you can see here is price kind of closes in, but it's still leaving this wick behind. But what I will look for is, you guys can see we closed in and created this break of structure over here. Once we finally cleared this level here, which would have meant that this is my order block. Let me just mark this out so it's pretty clear. This is what really would be my break of structure on the hour. And then we came into here, pretty much closed decently on the hour. And I want to see something within this area here now. Some lower time frame confirmations, something come down into here, boom. Give me like a minute 5 entry, and I'll take this long towards here. That's what I'm looking for on this one. Let's make that like purple just so it stands out. Let's look at NZD JPY. Moving pretty bearish. Order flow on this does look pretty bearish to me. I don't like order flow, price action, like that's what I mean. I don't mean like the actual whatever marking books of an order flow. But yeah, so I'm not really interested in NZD JPY. Let's just put that in the red. Here we have NZD CAD. Gonna go ahead, and this is really the level that I'm looking for here on NZD CAD. Something down here. I want to see price make its way to this level here and give me my bullish confirmation setup. And I think that this will be a very nice buy. I'd like to swing this trade, honestly. So here we have this AUD USD. You can see it does tap in on the daily, but I don't like it when it just taps in. I like to have like a close in there, like a decent close, and then look furthermore. So here I'd prefer if we could break down to the hour 4, but obviously markets don't care what I prefer. Sometimes my preference is just price thin because I think smart, and sometimes I just have a personal bias that isn't going to happen. So those are the realities you have to face. Somebody asked what's the account size I'm taking with VIP. I'm taking a 200K, but like it's the same thing. You could take whatever size you want to take. Guys, let's make sure we get this to 60 likes. We're at 39. There's 68 people in here. We can easily get this to 60 likes. If you guys want a 25K challenge giveaway, completely free. Just make sure you like it up. And yeah, we'll get to that. Odd CAD, I'm not really liking. Odd JPY, I'm not liking. Odd NZD does look pretty nice to me. I do like that we're in this area here. I honestly think we might break this, but let's just look at how it's playing. Which order block has it been latching onto? So to over here. What did it do? No, so let's look at the hour 4. Yeah, it does give us like a pretty decent close on the hour 4. It did wick in, right? Over here. No break of structure. Honestly, this one's really choppy. I want to let this play out more before I look to take anything. But yeah. And then let's look here. Have odd CHF. And it doesn't look necessarily too good to me. For anybody watching this on the Pip and Dip FX YouTube, make sure you go to Fortunes Funding, because that's where I'm looking for everything out there. FX Angelo, is that the Angelo? Anyways, yeah, Australian dollar, Swiss franc. I don't really take breakouts. I wait for like a daily break of structure, pull back, and look for something in there. This one's going to the red list. I don't like how it looks. CHF, JPY. I mean, it was kind of in the zone I had wanted, and it just wicked straight above. So to me, there is like no setup really in there that I'm looking for. So this one's also gonna go to the red list. Even like on the lower time frames, it just looks choppy to me. Like after it breaks my zones, like I kind of fail to identify much in there. The only ones that I really like to scalp like that is like EU. Here we have Euro CHF. Still, once again, on the daily, just doesn't look clean enough to me. It honestly looks like it's gonna move bearish in my eyes. Only thing I would say possibly is we have this to the left. It's Angel. I'm so confused. FX Angel. So is this not Angelo, like TFT guy? Or do I trade Asian sessions? Sometimes. I trade all the sessions, honestly. But it's probably London most, New York second, Asian third. But yeah, if you look left on the daily, it's right there. This is what I'm looking at. And hello from Nigeria. Sorry, I was just catching up with the chat. So I'd want to see, honestly, let's look at the 4 hour real quick, see if we're touching on there. Yes, we didn't touch on the hour 4. What I want to see on the daily is a break at this level here. So this probably will take a while. Either that, or I would like to see us touch the hour 4 order block resting over here. Now let's look at CAD CHF. On the daily, this Loki looks kind of beautiful right here. Just, I mean, look at this. Does it? Hold on. We had this pulled back. Broke under. At this point, we need a candle closer above that wick. I'll still give it some sort of shot, just depending on how it reacts under here, but this is definitely something I would look to take half risk. Let's just try to find out which order block it's playing off of right now. With number 0, because already registered account. Oh, so your name is Angel. Why do you have like... Dude, I swear that's the TFT character. I mean, that's just confusing, bro. I feel like I'm getting trolled. This is the M30. Is also the minute 15. It's also the hour 1. Let's just keep all these in mind. And the minute 5 is over here. I bet. Please, when am I going to Nigeria? I don't know, bro. Whenever you invite me. Alright, so this, honestly, this does like exactly tap this hour 1 OB. And then gives a break towards the upside. And then looks like it plays again in here. So now I'm honestly going to wait for... Well, now I want to see what time frame this thing touched on. So let's do this. Let's see where we can refine this one to. So far we can get down to the minute 15. So in the minute 5. Minute 5 is exactly like the minute 15. It's on the minute 4. Nah, bro, that's gotta be Angelo. I'm sorry. Am I the only Haitian here? Bro, we have a Haitian live streamer, Hans Felix. Wait a second. Oh, minute 2. I feel like CAD CHF is gonna get real shiesty. Yeah, so at this point, I want to see price come into here. I want to see price touch the minute 15 on here. to be honest, and see what type of reaction it's going to give us. And if it gives me the right confirmation, you best bet I'm taking this trade. CAD JPY. Where's price at now? Nowhere that I'd really like. I want to see it pull into this area, which I think we're still days away from. And yeah, that's honestly it for my markups today. We need 2 more likes, and I'll be giving away a 25K challenge. Just 2 more likes. Somebody said, how many pairs do I trade? I believe it's 27. Do I trade everything? Yeah, I do. Somebody said, you think we might enter the euro odd sells? I mean, yeah, bro, I would love to, but the spread is just so bad right now. Like, I've had these pinpointed for a while. I think that it will sell off. But the spread is really bad, and honestly, I'd want to wait till like at least 4 p.m. and then get some sort of confirmation within there. What's good, Wolf? What's good, X? Yeah, it's just 125K giveaway. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's give it away. That's a good thing. I'm gonna write a number down. I can't find any pens. I'm gonna write a number on my phone. You guys have to guess it. It's a number between 1 and 100. First one to guess it gets it. Do I trade Jur 30? Yeah, sometimes. Holy, these are running. All right, there it is. Oscar official. Yeah, the number was 60. So make sure to DM me on the Pip and Dip FX Instagram. All in one message. Send me your full name, your email, and if you want a 1-step or 2-step challenge. Oscar official. You are our winner today. Congratulations, bro. And I will see you guys on the live streams this week. Stay tuned. We have a lot of big stuff coming to Fortunes Funding. Make sure you guys subscribe. Somebody said fake. You lied? No, I didn't lie. Let me check. I'll double check. I could be wrong, but let me just search 60. I don't see another 60 out there, bro. No, I'm searching coolants and I'm only seeing, I see 16, 24, 17, 22, 11, 25. Yeah, bro, I don't know why you're spamming. He didn't guess 60. But yeah. Yeah, so Oscar Official was our winner for today. Make sure to DM me, bro. Now, I'll get the info out to the people who are going to send you the account. Bro, when do we receive our accounts and trade them? I don't get what you get. What accounts are you supposed to receive? You can always message live chat if there's an issue on Fortunes with that. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon.